Be at Late Night Gaming, and we are here for Late Night Live, and we are joined by Mobyus. How you doing?
Greetings, hello there, is what I meant to say.
Hello there. That's right. So Mobyus, I know, is a multi-game streamer. I guess. I mean, you had stuff going on before Star Wars Unlimited, and I think this is your first time on Late Night Live. So welcome to the community.
Thank you for having me. It's been exciting waiting for this night.
All right. So we have Mobyus coming on here, and then myself, McBobber, and Rebel Trader are coming on for an episode of Do You Know Swoo. Before we get jamming to games here, do you want to tell the group kind of what you do?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
It's been
absolutely.
So I do have a YouTube channel.
All right,
Mobius1 is the name. Lots of different Star Wars content along with other things, but mainly lately has been some Star Wars Unlimited content. And what I'm trying to do unique compared to other unlimited content creators is a game show called Do You Know Star Wars Unlimited, where I've had other content creators come on. I've shown them pictures of SWU cards that I've manipulated through Photoshop and try to test their knowledge and see if they can catch what's been changed.
Yeah, right. And I watched the episodes. You've had, I think, some of the KTOD guys on it. I know you had our friend Rebel Resource on it.
Yep.
He's a local to me.
Nice. I've had Woo, Veiled Shot, Tower Number 9. Yeah, a couple other names. KTOD have not actually been on yet. Garbage Rollers were, but KTOD, I've been talking to him about getting on an episode.
I was referring to Woo when I talked to there, but he's
sure. Sorry,
and he's a good friend of mine. But no, it's interesting. I mean, I saw everybody sweating with some of the things you do. Some of it's actually pretty mean, and I won't quote from the audience, but it's not very big differences to cards, I guess is what I'll say.
I'd like to, have a narrative for the episode. So we start with some pretty easy ones, and then, the difficulty will ramp up as the episode goes on.
All right, so, all right. Well, we look like we're all good to go here. Let me check the strat. Looks like actually people are going from your channel too, from the pair channel. Someone said, "What up, Moby? Real nasty."
Sub Nasher.
Okay, so what are we bringing for the first match? What's your deck?
All right, so I have not brought anything super meta. I won't say these are meme decks, but I don't expect to do great, especially if you're going to be playing PQ level and Galactics level stuff. So we're going to be starting out tonight with Colossus Ray, double Blu-ray.
Yeah, and I like Blu-ray. That's been a good deck for a while. Blue does have a lot of card draw, which is necessary for Colossus. Ooh, and that's a hyperspace Colossus. That is a pretty little card. I like.
Yeah, I don't have the hyper foil, but the hyperspace is nice.
Yeah, no, very sharp. Yeah, no, I've been if you've been on our Discord, I've been really trying to make the best possible Cassian Andor deck, and it does kind of make sense to me that he would go with Colossus.
I did see the channel.
So, hopefully, I wish I had more events that I could, run it more, but I'm getting there, folks. And I actually was playing just yesterday, Ray from Set 5, which basically every creator has dumped on, right? Which just which just makes me want to try to, build something functional, to work.
Hey, there's something to be said about, taking those less than competitive leaders to an event and possibly placing top 64 to get the showcase. Is that what it is?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, and I mean, we'll see what they're doing for Galactics, but the thing about that though is you got to be convinced you're going to win, right? So I think a lot of the people that were like running Vader at the PQs, just thought, well, I'm not feeling that I'm going to win this with my normal deck, so I'll just play Vader on top 64. That'll be easy. It's not. It's absolutely as difficult as winning a PQ, and in fact, it's harder because, you're playing with a leader with some big advantages, but also some big downsides in certain decks. So,
speaking of Vader, I think we have something special planned for later, but I won't spoil that.
Absolutely. And we bonded over Vader Vault, a couple of times there. So always happy when I get a kindred spirit. All right, let me get my bag here. And I'll get you. You said you'd say hi at Galactics. We'll get you a late night token at that time. These are initiative tokens. Actually,
nice. I should have brought. I wasn't prepped. I have some stuff that I'll show later on, right before we close. If I remember, I did get some Mobyus1 swag that I'll be bringing and passing out. But let's see what you got.
Well, we'll give these to anybody who recognizes us. Till we run out. But both players at the final Destiny Worlds were using late night power action tokens, so we have that claim to
Nice.
fame. And we'll have a lot of it. Our competitive team is sure fleshed out. I think we're at now. We added our 20th person today, total. So there should be a bunch of us. Now there are 20 of them. All right. So
okay.
Later night, lighter dark, heads or tails?
I'm playing light, so we'll go light.
And it is light side.
Cool. I will start then. I'm gonna need it. We said what I'm playing. What are you playing?
I am playing Rio Durant. Man, myth, legend. He's not really
so
a
it'll
man.
Be
I think
it'll be interesting for sure.
He's a wisecracking wheelman. But I mean, you gotta have a Rio deck.
I don't want to keep this hand, but I'm going to.
Trenton Hayner says, "Let's get ready to rumble."
Trent, get ready to watch the carnage. All right, we ready?
Absolutely. I will spend.
Good luck.
Good luck. Have fun, my friend. Happy to play cards against you. I'll play Zygerian Starhopper into the Space Arena on my left, your right.
Oh, you want it? Here, I'll let you. You can take it then. All right. Let's see if this is mirrored. I'm gonna play one for R2D2.
Correct. Raise best opening, right? Claim.
What do I want to do with this? I will leave this on top. I'm going to get a claim.
Claim, yep.
All right. I'll, of course, do the one for the buff on R2 and then pass. Good to go.
Do that.
All right.
I'll attack you for 2. To 2.
Sure. I shall attack you for 2 and peek at my top card, which I will immediately bury.
To 2. Sunny D in the chat says, looking forward to meeting you at the West Virginia PQ next week, Mobius. So
yes, I will be there.
That's Tata country.
Yeah, he'll be there as well.
So we were joking before the chat that you're a billboard for your channel because you got such on-point branding.
Yeah.
And I mentioned that I'm a billboard for John Tata Rancor. So that's how we roll. If you know, you know.
I'm gonna do 3 for Concord Dawn.
Oh, you're paying a Space Sentinel against Rio. All right,
I need to do something.
You need to do something. I mean, you got what you got.
Pass. I'm not gonna have a lot of options to interact with your deck, I'm afraid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it does jam me up, actually. Don't love it. Don't love it.
Yeah, I've actually, this will be my 3rd time bumping into Tata, believe it or not. I met him at a store showdown out near Pittsburgh, and then he was also at the New Kensington PQ that I judged back in February.
Oh, yeah, very good. Yeah, no, it's cool for all the folks out east. I mean, it's really nice with all of the opportunity they get to play. Let's see. I'm going to run the Zygerian Starhopper into the Conqueror Dawn. It will die, and then it will do 2 indirect damage after it does the 2.
Oops.
To the Conqueror.
Yep, so there's the 2, and we'll just put the 2 right on base. Alrighty then. It's not great for me. I will pay 1 and use Ray's ability to put an experience on the Concord Dawn interceptors. Try to keep them alive as long as I can.
I'll spend 4 for Razor Crest. Is a 3/4 transport. When a pilot attaches to it, I return a non-leader unit that costs 2 or less, or an exhausted non-leader unit that costs 4 or less to hand.
You sure do. All right, we'll do 2 to base with R2. Peek at a card. Oh, man. I will leave that. Probably not wise.
I will claim.
Cool. Then I will do 3 for Yoda. See if I can fit everything on camera, and then pass. Man, there really is an art to playing this at a computer desk. This is very new.
But you're doing great. Your video quality is excellent. You know, mine are too. So
Thank you.
I mean, nobody should. And you guys, I showed Mobyus here kind of what I'm under. Actually, I'm using my glare umbrella and deflecting the light downwards, like we do at some of the events. So it looks ridiculous, but it's highly effective. All right.
That's I think all behind the scenes are ridiculous.
I'm going to play shoot down to, I believe, kill your guy for 3 damage, and then does 2 to base. Because
2 to base. Sure does. Cool. And what Razor Crest is a 3/4?
3/5.
Okay, good. Then I will pay 4 for takedown, and we'll get rid of that.
Rude. All right. Well, since you did that, I'm going to waylay Yoda.
Fair enough. And then I'll have to spend my last resource to buff R2 once more.
If only I had something that bounced 2 cost units. All right. I'm going to deploy Rio onto the contracted Jumpmaster.
Yep. And what does that turn it into?
He is a 2/5. It's a 6/9. 6/9.
Sheesh.
So,
and what is his on it? Does he have an on attack?
He does not anymore.
I knew he has Saboteur.
He does have Saboteur.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
So Rio is a monster in limited for set 4. I mean, basically every game I've ever put him on the 5/3 tank, I've won. I mean, it's so good.
Oh yeah, that's disgusting.
The 5/3 Sentinel ground
putting him on ground vehicle. Yeah,
it's so good.
All right, 3 to base with R2. Let's see if I can find an answer. That is not an answer, so that's getting buried.
I'll do 6 to your base.
Yeah, and I will claim.
I'll pass.
This is where we start to run into problems. Uh-huh. I'm really looking forward to trying this deck after set 5. I think Double Blue actually gets quite a few interesting tools. I don't think it'll be tier 1, but like Doom and then
I love me some Force Puppy. That is a good card right there.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's going to be like super competitive or anything, but I'm excited to try it. All right. It was me, right? I claimed. I can't keep track of this.
I think that I would have claimed. Didn't you attack with R2 last? No, I think.
Or did you attack?
I attacked you. You claimed. You claimed.
That's right. Okay, cool. 6 resources. There's nothing I can do. If only I had a Rival's Fall.
No, you're not supposed to have that card.
Ordering here. All right, let's do 3 to base with R2 and see if we can dig for something. That's not good enough.
All right, we'll play Punch It to hit you for 8. It adds +2.
That's at 20 now. Yep. I'm just going to go ahead and flip Ray. Let's see how you punish this.
I can't. I'm playing Fet's Fire Spray. It does 1 indirect to you.
I'll put it on R2.
Checks out.
All right, we'll do 3, and we'll put Yoda back in.
Claim.
Cool. I'll attack with Ray. We'll use her on attack to buff herself so that she does 3 damage and restores for 3. Brings me back to 17. And I will pay my other 3 for Village Protectors. Just get a shield. And then I will pass. My goodness, this is not going to help.
I guess we each have an arena, huh?
Something like that. I'm going to scoot my base over, actually, just to make some room.
Carlos in chat says, get him Rio. Carlos is a great player. He actually ran with Rio Lake Country at the most recent showdown.
And how did that go?
Not as well as Boba Lake Country, where he won right before, but, you know, perhaps actually going to Rio was more than he could chew. All right, Punch It for 8 to base. To 25.
Oh, code. Yep. Yep. All right. 3 to base with Ray. We'll restore 3. And on attack, I will give an experience to Yoda.
Just in time to be waylaid.
I figured that was coming.
We can't let you have restore. We're racing. That's it.
We're at 7. All right, I'll attack for 3 with R2.
19.
And bury that. We're only interested in 1 card here.
Yep. Rivals Faller Boss. 4 damage base from the Fet's Fire Spray, 1 indirect.
We'll put that 1 indirect on the Village Protectors under the shield.
Yeah, it's actually possible. You'll need to be able to kill something to turn on Luke at one point, because you'll need to do that.
Yeah.
So
that's the idea.
My 1 indirect may be a liability, but I can't stop it, I don't think.
All right. 3 for guess who's back?
Yoda's. I'll claim.
Yeah, okay. Then I'll do 2 with the village people.
21. Blackjack.
And I will pay 4 for vigilance. I will choose to heal 5. And I guess we'll... Yeah, you know what? We'll discard 6 from your deck. I want to see what you got in there.
All right, Contracted Gump Master. Boba Fett. Oh, man. Greedo. Zygerian Starhopper, that's 4. Zygerian Starhopper. I'm out of Zygerian Starhoppers. What a bad day. Punishing 1. Right out.
Yeah, feeling good about the Boba Fett there, and I'll pass.
All right.
Man, you've got to be kidding me. This might actually be over this round. We'll see.
Hopefully.
You have another Punch It.
I don't. I have Surprise Strike for 7 to base with the Fetch
Oh
Fire Spray.
my god.
It's all ships and buffs. That's what this deck is.
2, 3.
And it seems to be the most effective possible.
Oh shoot, I did that wrong. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 28. Yep, there we go.
And then you take an indirect.
Do I want to kill off the Village Protectors? Let's see. You're in here at 21. I have enough. Just barely. Oh, alright, we'll just put it on R2.
Okay.
And... How much attack does Rio have now? 6, right?
6.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just gonna dump all my resources. I didn't get the Rivals Fall, but I did get a redemption.
All right.
So, We'll heal 8 back to 20, and the redemption will take 8.
All right. I'll hit your base for 6.
Yep. I knew he's got the Saboteur, but that's fine. We'll do 3 to base with Ray.
All right.
Restore 1, 2, 3.
And that is GG's, my friend. We'll let you.
Really?
Oh yeah, I only have 30. I have a 30 health space. 24. You need to do 6 more damage, and you have Yoda and R2.
Yeah, but you've got resources, so I wasn't sure what you were going to pull out.
Unfortunately, I do not have anything. Well, I can do this. I will shoot down the redemption and do 2 more damage to your base.
Nice.
But I mean,
then I'll attack with Yoda to heal it back.
Yep, it's just more restore than I could handle.
Excellent, nice. I was holding a Red Squadron X-wing, so I did have something to put into the space arena just to contest you with, but it probably wouldn't have mattered.
Oh, and that is a key card to Cassian, my friend. I mean, if you're trying to draw all your deck, you got to get those Red Squadron X-wings there. Like that card.
Good game.
All right, good game. So we're gonna probably play a bunch of different decks tonight. We'll just kind of swap in between. Next, yep. I could give you. Do you want a Grand Inquisitor match? I'm playing Inquisitor Blue, do you?
Yeah, sure.
It's the other half of Rio's deck box, so we'll just go down the line.
I will let you pick. Just pick a number 1 through 3, because I have my decks kind of laid out in an order here. But unless you want to, do you want to pick an opponent?
No, I do not. I will pick number 2.
Excellent. How did I have these organized? Let's see.
And I don't even really want to say that so far set 5 has been treating Grand Inquisitor okay, because it's literally every set that we start talking about, is this finally going to make Inquisitor work? And then it doesn't.
And it never happens.
But, I mean, now there's 2 ships that you can put. I don't even want. Oh, I can't give you the spice. That's relevant to this deck.
All right, so here you go. Actually, you had mentioned the Hyperspace Colossus.
Ooh,
how about Hyperfoil Data Vault?
That is an excellent card there. Let me update the overlay. And I got a Hyperfoil Security Complex.
Hey, I don't have that one.
Get in line, folks, for the Security Complex. This is the deck that uses it best and has never been meta. All right.
All right, so we've got Data Vault Palp.
Oh,
prepare yourself.
Palpy Vault. Palp Green is a Mickey D deck. I mean, he actually, my buddy that does lots of Quinston stuff with it, does that. While we're swinging up here, here's a good question from the chat. What is everybody's thoughts on the new format of Trilogy? I'll let you start with that one. You heard about that?
I did. I like it. I really think the limit of 3 cards across all 3 decks is super interesting. I think if it was just like a show up with 3 premier decks, your opponent bans 1, and then you have to win a best of 3 with the other 2, I think that would be fun, but I think having the additional deck construction restriction makes it even more interesting.
Right. Yeah, I want to know, because I think the ban list doesn't apply. The premier ban list doesn't apply.
No, that's correct, yeah.
So one thing that would be kind of funny would be to, put Django Tarkentown, and then but assume based on, don't put your actual cards that you would need. Don't put the Triple Dark Raids in that one.
Right.
Just assume they're going to ban it because
psych them out.
Because it's Django Tarkentown.
Yep. I mean, but you can wait until they ban a 3rd leader. Then you just show up with all 3 of your decks are banned leaders. You have a Boba, Django, and Quinlan or whoever happens to be next.
I don't know.
Sabine.
I don't know what kind of sick person would do something like that. But let me just quick show you my Twin Sons deck.
Yep, I know.
That's one of the leaders, and that's the other. It actually runs every single suspended card and all of the really obnoxious Twin Sons ones. I mean, we have Jar Jar Jinx in aspect on double yellow, because you got to get Jar Jar down on 2. You can't wait till 4 to play Jar Jar in Twin Sons. And then, I mean, we got Smoke and Cinders, we got Bombing Run, You know, we got the Impropriety of Themes, the double level card where you all switch, like you switch a unit around. I mean,
so we do have a dedicated group of Twin Sons players at my local game store, and that one of them does just run like all of the Twin Sons memes cards.
Yep.
And it's very fun.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're playing Twin Sons, you're doing it to have fun anyway. I mean, why not play all the memes? That's what I say. But yeah, looking forward to doing that. Shout out, they're actually getting that organized in Milwaukee, and then it's already happening in Madison. So
I'm gonna mulligan.
All right, should we flip for initiative? Later night, later dark.
I'll let you go with it.
Well, you'll let me go with it either way. All right. It was light side, so we're gonna go with Inquisitor being slightly less evil than Palpatine. It's close though.
Blue Inquisitor. Interesting. Trying to think of what might come out of there.
You can assume lots of units with 3 or less attack.
Yeah, I'm like running through the list, like Scout Bike. Like all I'm thinking of like cheap things that I would see out of Kira, like Hylabon and Pike Sentinel, but I'm like that doesn't really fit with him. Sadly, and this hand is so much worse than the last one. This is going to be a quick game.
Sadly, he doesn't have any Ogdo Bogdo synergy. You know, like Kira and Hantu does, because then.
Kira is an interesting one with him.
I know you're playing through your Outlaws thing, which I love that game, by the way. I really like Outlaws. I know it's not the majority opinion, but I really enjoyed it. Did you play the Cal Kestis games too? Fallen Order?
Both of them, yep.
Yep.
Absolutely, yep. Got the full playthroughs on the channel.
I mean, so Ogdo Bogdo, I actually did, and I left that game set on like the second to ultimate. You know, it's a Grandmaster, I think, or Master, whatever the second from hardest difficulty is, and I never went through. But I didn't realize that Ogdo Bogdo you're supposed to come back for. So I spent like a NES level of retries because I was an old Nintendo gamer trying to kill Ogdo Bogdo right in the beginning on that first planet. I did eventually get him, you know, but it took a minute, and the rest of the game, I then didn't have to do anything really until the end boss. Maybe I had a couple of deaths in between there, but
I don't remember if I stuck around long enough. I know I tried a couple times, and then I probably said, forget this, I'm recording a video, I better move on, and came back later.
Yeah, and I'm one that doesn't like using guides or anything when I play games, particularly not the first
time. Right,
time.
Yeah, same here.
So I was just like there, but yeah, no, I way back when beat like Ninja Gaiden 3. Like, you know, they're the old Contra games, you know. Ninja Turtles, to this day, the Ninja Turtle NES game, if you remember that, it was obscenely difficult. I can still do that swim level with no errors, just because it's so ingrained in a muscle memory from when I was like 10. But
no, my biggest claim to fame from back then is getting all gold medals on all of like the Rogue Squadron, Rogue Leader, Rebel Strike games.
Yeah. All right.
I'm ready when you are.
All right, we'll play Bo-Katan Kryze, the red-black, into the ground arena.
Excellent. I'm going to take the initiative.
That's good. I will ready her, and then attack you for 2. Then I'll pass.
Cool. Is it too soon to scoop?
That's up to you. You can do what you want to do. We'll play a game 2.
No, let's just go. Let's go for it. Ready?
Yep.
I'm going to claim initiative.
Pretty good. All right, I'm going to play a punishing one. I'm going to attack you for 2 with Bo-Katan to... I'm not going to spot you 24, though maybe I should with how this is starting. I will then put this punishing one, and then I will attack you for 3 with punishing one.
Yep, I'm at 7.
Total of 7, then I'll pass.
Come on, playable card.
No playable card. We don't need that.
I mean, it's playable. It's not great. I guess. This is, you know, actually, can't even remember the last time I updated this deck. That might be part of the problem, but...
Well, it got
oh well.
You just got Data Vault and 10 random cards
yeah,
added.
That's true. All right, 4 for, which is my ground arena, Enterprising Lackeys.
Well, that's a problem.
It's a 5/5. That's it.
I will attack you for 2 to base.
Okay. Goes to 9. I will claim.
I will attack Punishing One 3 to base to 12. That will power the dark side to avoid getting barrage next turn.
Yeah, let's see. When defeated, I will defeat a friendly resource to put him into play as a resource. So let's see. I will defeat... Let's go with Reinforcement Walker. Is going to the discard pile.
Alright. And then I will ready the Punishing One with another Inquisitor action and attack you for another 3
Yep.
15. Then I'll pass.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, that's about what I was expecting. Showing up just a little too late there, Ramp.
Right on curve.
I'll have to get rid of you. Alright. Big plays, ready?
Right.
Big plays. Paying 1 for Salacious Crumb with his heal.
That is a big play. I don't know if I should do the fun play or the good play. We're gonna do the fun play.
Yeah, whatever.
We're gonna do it this way. Well, first we're gonna attack you for 3 with the Punishing One.
17. I mean, it's not even worth it. Card is just so bad. But I've got nothing else to play. Alright, 4 for command. We'll put it into play as a resource, and I guess we'll take the Reinforcement Walker back into hand.
Alright. Well, you ramped.
Yeah.
Alright, so now you are...
turn 4.
You are fully tapped out, right? So we are going to be doing, doing the amusing thing. I will Perilous Position Crumb.
Okay. He's, yep, a 0/1.
Then I will play a Scout Bike Pursuer.
Hey, I knew that was in that deck.
Mm-hmm.
The other way.
I will ready the Scout Bike Pursuer. What's your base at? 17.
Yep.
I will hit you for 2. Or excuse me, 3 to base to 20.
3. I was gonna say, yep.
I will kill the Crumb with Bo-Katan to ready the Punishing One.
Oh yeah, that's the good play right there.
And do another 3 to base.
Oof. Remember when I said it was a good time to scoop at the beginning of this game?
Well, you knew it. I mean, Inquisitor doesn't get a lot of, like, upsides in his life. You know, so I appreciate you letting the old Grandy have his day. I mean, you still can get there. Are you going to 8 this turn? You probably should be going to 7, right?
Yeah, I think it's... Is it even 7?
It is 7.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to 6.
Which means I can't even flip yet. Hold on, I still gotta get rid of something. Yeah, sure. Okay. Well, I mean, the good news is I can finally play something that's actually relevant. So I will play Evader. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And do I even really need to dig past that? No, we'll go ahead and play Black Sun Starfighter off of that. And we will ambush, I guess, the Scout Bike and take 3 back.
Okay. And All right. So I'm back down to 2, but you're tapped out.
Oh, yep.
So I don't think
totally done.
I don't think you can ramp. All right. I will do. Well, actually, I suppose I should do this in the correct order. I will hit your base for 2 with Bo-Katan.
Okay. I'll claim.
I will hit your base for 3 with Punishing One.
Is it Saboteur? Because this is Sentinel.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even realize that. I'm off my window.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
it's kind of
you played
Blair
a black
too.
zone. Oh, yeah.
Off of Vader, yeah.
All right, so that's not going to be what I do right away.
You want to take back the Bo-Katan thing as well, or no?
No, Bo-Katan was correct. I don't think it matters either. I'll play 4 for Sonara-san, which is a 3/6 with crit.
Okay.
I will use the Inquisitor action to ready her and swing for 5 to base.
Yeah, I don't think there's any coming back from this.
I will play Inferno 4. I will deploy Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah, there's nothing to do.
I will attack you for 3 to base and ready the Inferno
That's
4.
it. Then the 3 to base is enough.
Oh!
Yep.
Oh, Data Vault. I was trying to
go. Yeah, it's 33.
I was still in Colossus mode. I was trying to get there, but yeah.
Good job.
Do you want revenge? We can run that back where you have like things to do in the first 2 turns of the game.
We can try.
All right, let's do it again. I mean, who doesn't want to see some Inquisitor Palpatine?
Oh, look, there's the super laser tech on the bottom of the deck.
That's where he should be. I mean,
and for the record, I was holding the overwhelming barrage when you power the dark sided, so well done.
Yep. Well, no, I've been so one of Inquisitor's biggest weaknesses is to exactly overwhelming barrage, right? Because you kind of leave all your stuff at not a lot of health.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I mean, it's nice that I had that power of the dark side saved away. So, tell me about your green Palp. What makes you like that deck?
The fact that I have a showcase.
Yeah, I do too.
That's really it.
Yeah, in fact, I'm not doing great because I do have a Palp showcase that I won at the first Chicago PQ that we were talking about before.
Mm-hmm.
But it is not in a deck right now. I need to make a Palpatine deck.
So it was I've played both double green and blue Palp, and I do really like me some blue Palp, but this deck is intended to be more of a not tier 1 deck. Like I said, every deck that I'm playing tonight is not super competitive. It's not meant to be terrible, as bad as that was.
Well, that's it.
6.
And green Palp, I mean, against certain decks, I mean, it's like the hardest thing in the world to fight. I mean, but whenever I played Red Blue Hero, like Han 2 Blue, yeah, literally double green Palp. That's the hardest matchup because it just ramps so well, and then it gets to big things that you don't really have answers to. But anything that is real aggressive typically is a good matchup in the Palp.
We'll start off with Yularen.
All right. I will play the Inferno 4, and then I'll do Inferno 4 things. Just remind myself what I have. I think in the bottom, both of those.
Yeah, Palp in set 3 was fun with all the token generation. Like, I don't even know if I have... I have to have Poggle in here somewhere. I would think.
Poggle? That's a great card. Mazamada's a great card, too. I like Mazamada.
I may have Mazamada. That might be one of the reasons why this is running double green. I'll claim.
Yep. I will Inferno for Inquisitor action for 2, and I'll pass. So,
right. I'm like, wait a minute, what happened there? Right.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
It's interesting to me that we're, 4 sets in right now? And
almost 5.
Wolf Yularen has 2 heroic cards, 1 neutral card, and no villainy. So
yeah,
and you know that's one choice. I mean, you could have, but I mean, he's up there with like evilest people in the universe. I think. I mean,
So we were talking earlier about other game show ideas that I might be working on behind the scenes, and one of them may be a more generalized quiz show. I don't want to say Jeopardy style, but to get an idea. And one of the categories that I plan on having on that show, spoiler alert, is going to be like a how many copies of a character card exist. Because there's so many characters that you don't realize have like multiple versions, or even if you know it, like how many Han Solos do you think are in the game right now? You really might have to think about it, considering all the leaders and the units.
all right.
Yeah,
So how many Han Solos are in the game? There's 3 leaders. We're talking about. I don't think there's any Han Solos in set 5 that we know about. There's 3 leaders, and then there's 2 units, right?
I think so. I'd have to double check myself, but that sounds right to me.
All right. So, yeah. And speaking of Han Solos, that was an excellent transition because we have the Han Solo or the Green Han remastered class because we had a master class already for Han, but we have Alex and Sunny D, both of which are just very, very good players. So yeah, check that out tomorrow. I got it finished editing tonight.
Attack for 2 with you, Lauren.
Ouch. Attack for 2 with Inferno 4. Boy.
Double ouch. All right. We might have something going on here, because I will pay 3 for a resupply.
All right. I'm going to play Punishing One.
I will claim.
I will ready the Punishing One, hit you for another 3, and pass. That is
okay.
That's an interesting noise. I don't know what to make of that one.
I don't know what to resource. I've gone from having no playable cards to several decent options. So I think this is a little too slow. So we'll get rid of that. Alrighty. Blue, red. You could be playing power. I won't know you're playing Power of the Dark Side. So we'll open up with 1 resource for Salacious, and we'll heal for 2. 1 off Salacious, 1 off Yularen.
Pretty good. We'll hit you for 3 with Punishing One.
Back to 8. So Inferno 4.
There's a conversation going on in chat with
Yeah.
caffeinated beverages right before bed. I've been there, folks.
Yeah, Full 8 is he's a pretty dedicated follower of mine, and he does not like trading card games. So appreciate you stopping in, Full 8.
Oh, well.
We'll just do 2 to base.
All right, we will do 2 base right back at you with Inferno 4.
Yeah, up to 10. Okay. We're going to try to make this work. This might be a bad idea. We're going to do 4 for command again.
Oh, no.
We are going to resource it, and we're going to double experience Yularen. Because all of your units are unique, so I can't damage them.
All right. So we're going to play Morgan Elsbeth into the ground arena.
And I will claim.
All right, we're going to use the Inquisitor action on Morgan. Find another red dice. Well, that kind of ruined my plan, though, dude. I'm going to run over Crumb, take 1 damage.
Okay.
I'm going to use her on attack to defeat another friendly unit. I'm going to restore 1, because that's what she does. And I get to draw a card. So, this is actually interesting. So, it's Inferno 4. So, I think I get to do... Do I get the when defeated before I draw a card? I think I do.
What is her... Yeah, her ability is...
On attack.
Defeat a friendly unit and draw a card. Yes. So you draw a card first, then.
I draw a card.
Because it's part of her...
Okay, so I draw a card,
Yeah.
and then I get the Inferno 4 ability?
Correct. Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to put 1 on top, 1 on bottom. And this should be 3 damage on her. I'm deciding about my base.
Does she need the shield? What does she cost 4?
Yeah, she does.
I'm not asking for any particular reason.
Right. All right. I will claim.
All right.
I did, in fact, shield the Morgan.
Yep. Yep. All right,
Yep,
I got to do a resource count. We've ramped twice.
Yep.
So 3. We're at 6.
I think you're going to 7. I'm going to 5.
Yeah, I am. Okay. So she is a 4-3 shielded or a 4-2?
So she would be a 3-3.
A 3. Sorry.
She has
3-3 shielded.
Right.
Yeah. All right. 4 to base.
Okay.
It's not good.
I will run into Yularen with Morgan. I will not use her thing, but I do get to restore 1.
So that's 3 damage, right? I know I literally just asked.
Indeed.
All right, 3 for Black Sun Starfighter, 3/2 Sentinel.
So what do I value more? I'm going to play Devastating Gunship.
Okay.
See, now you gave me a second possible target. I gotta think about it.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I think we're gonna get rid of Yularen, though. We can't have him continue to
Fair.
heal. It's not okay.
And then I will pay 3 for another Black Sun Starfighter.
Rude.
I'm getting spammed by bots in Twitch.
I will kill one of the Black Suns with the Punishing Him.
Okay. Gone, and I will claim.
And I will pass. Having no resources, I will pass. Yeah, two Black Suns.
Sorry.
Two Black Suns on the same turn. I don't know who said you could do that. It wasn't me. Well, it wasn't.
Well, it was nice. Yeah, it was nice holding a handful of non-green cards with Yularen in play. So, you know, I didn't feel too bad about you taking him out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The bots are spamming. Sorry, the bots are spamming. We don't want spamming bots.
Now this is interesting. How does this work in a webcam game when I now flip Palp to steal Morgan?
Then we put her like this. Is what we typically do.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was the initial action.
Yep.
All right, we are going to attack the Black Sun and kill it.
All right. 3 back. So Morgan has restore 1. Is that correct?
She does.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'll swing for 3.
Are you going to sacrifice Palpatine into her?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Soon.
But Palpatine will return somehow.
Somehow.
So
All right.
3 to base, I restore 1, and she's exhausted. Yep. Good.
I think I did the 3 to base tonight. All right. Except all your resources, which is unfortunate.
There's quite a few of them.
We're gonna play Clan Challengers.
Interesting. And Grand Inquisitor's ability is 3 or less or 2 or less power?
3 or
It's
less.
3, isn't it? Yeah, that sucks.
So your compatriot Bang Bang Brother suggests you just need to have a copy of the opponent's deck available. So next time.
It would help. 6 health on them, so Palp can't really do anything about that. His 1 damage ping isn't really going to help me with your grit in space. And I'm sure you're going to deploy your leader. All right, then You're tapped. You're pretty much tapped out. We'll pay 8 for Reinforcement Walker. And I will draw this card. I'll stay at 9 damage.
All right. I'm going to put a shield on the clan challengers with moment apiece.
Really? That's an interesting card to be running in that deck.
Yep. You ever see a hyperfoil?
Hyperfoil.
Moment apiece? In a
Fancy.
quasi-competitive deck? No, they have.
Although that does give me a play, so I will attack your base with Palp. On attack, we'll sacrifice Morgan.
Now we don't have to worry about her anymore.
Right, yeah, that was kind of the idea. We'll pop the shield on your clan challengers with that.
Sounds good.
And I get to draw a card off of Palp.
It was as much to stall as anything. All right. I will ready the clan challengers with Inquisitor action.
Sure, I will claim.
I will hit your base for 6.
15.
I'll deploy Inquisitor. I'll hit your base for 3 and ready the clan challengers. And then I will hit your base for 6.
Disgusting.
Then I will pass.
Well, that's an easy resource decision. All right. Inquisitor 3/6, correct?
Yeah. So full HOs, I find this more exciting than watching a computerized card game. Yeah, I think so too. It is kind of I think it's objectively better. It's just harder. Now you clearly have some technical skills because your whole setup looks great. You can almost read the text on Palpatine, so well done.
I did. I end up getting a brand new digital camera to record some Carbonite box openings, so that's what I'm using. But this is my first time ever using it as a web camera, which is interesting.
Well, how's he doing, guys? I mean, tell me, Chad. You have my seal of approval for sure. Right, and then you are
on the quality of the equipment, not the quality of the play, and that's fine.
See, I love what you're doing, but it is your action.
Yeah, I'm wondering how afraid I should be of Grand Inquisitor. And just remind me, he has 6 HP, correct?
Yeah, he is a 3/6. 3/6,
yeah,
folks.
So I could take him out with Reinforcement Walker, but that leaves the Clan Challengers up, and I don't like that. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We will do 7 for Shadow's Maul. It's despite the glare, that's a Maul. We'll ambush into the Clan Challengers, which overwhelms for 4, and Maul will take 3 back.
Two left, huh? Well, my Grand Inquisitor is not long for this world. He's going to challenge Darth Maul to a duel, and they're both going to die. That's what's going to happen.
Fair enough. So, as a 6/2 gunship in space, huh?
Indeed.
Yeah, I need to attack base for 6 then. And probably heal. Yeah, we're going to discard Enterprising Lackeys off the top of the deck to heal 3.
All right. And I'm going to hit you for 6.
Yep. 27. 6 HP remaining. I need to claim, because if I don't claim, you will. And then you'll win.
Do you?
I do claim.
What base am I on?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you do have 25 HP. Yeah, okay. Well, I claim anyway. Let's see. Well, let's play it out.
Let's see if I can do this. All right.
Yeah, sure.
I'll play Power of the Dark Side.
Just for fun, right? Cool. We'll kill Palp.
I'll play Power of the Dark Side.
Really?
Yep. And then I'm Hylabon Enforcer, which I can't ready because my Inquisitor died this turn. Then I'll pass.
Yep. I just want to have some fun. We're here to play cards.
We are having fun. We're going to go here. This is going to be there. Now I'm living on the edge. That was a song in the 80s.
That's all right, because I'm going to pay 10 for Devastator now that you've played 2 Power of the Dark Sides. It will take out your gunship.
That seems pretty good. All right.
Wait. Maybe I should take out the Hylabon. Nah, we'll just... Go ahead. I said gunship. Let's see what happens.
All right.
It's a Hylabon. Yeah, that's going to be 1. That's going to be 3, 4. So you're only 2 off. Yeah, that was not a good play. Oh, whatever.
All right. I will play 5 for Clan Challengers.
I'll claim.
I will ready it, and I'll hit you for 6.
Yep, good game.
Good games. All right. Well, there's a definitely.
I really just wanted to play the Devastator.
Yes, Arrow. Somebody. I like your folks in the chat here because they like my my references to songs. Living in the Edge was Aerosmith culture. They're men of culture.
Men of culture.
Or women of culture. I don't know what they are, but they definitely know 90s music. Aerosmith is great. Steven Tyler, Joe Perry. What's your favorite Aerosmith song? Put you on the spot.
You know, I don't know that I have one. It's weird, you know, I don't listen to a lot of traditional music. I am a huge nerd when it comes to, like, soundtracks. That's where my music knowledge lies. Whether it's video game or movie soundtracks, I'm a big music geek when it comes to that kind of stuff.
All right, so...
Sorry for the disappointing answer there.
We'll go with it. I'm going to go with Walk This Way being the best song overall. But if you're talking about videos, all of the ones with Alicia Silverstone, which are amazing and crazy, that series, they actually will elevate that to a new level. It's a little bit creepy as that's his daughter. But, well, what you going to do? That's how they did it.
All right.
Yes, Steven Tyler's daughter, Liv, was also Arwen in the Lord of the Rings series.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to give you Piet. We're going to go with Piet Thermal Oscillator. How about that? And I do have a hyperspace.
Aerosmith Sega game?
Aerosmith.
Was there an Aerosmith Sega game?
There was an Aerosmith Sega game, and I played the Aerosmith Sega game. It was like a side-scroller, I believe. It was Sega Genesis, right? Now, if we're talking Sega Genesis games, I mean, the best one has to be Altered Beast with Rise from the Grave. But yeah,
Alright, I'm going to give you Han2 Blue.
Han2 Blue. So this is the old there. Oh, Han2 Blue. And that deck is definitely getting help. I mean, there's all kinds of people testing set 5.
Yep.
Han2 Blue. And they got it.
Myself included.
Yep. So it's good. It's not invincible. But I think Han2 Blue will be good. I think Kiro will be good. Potentially on ECO, potentially on Data Vault. I'm not sure about that.
So I've been playtesting both Han2 Blue and Green, and I kinda like Green better. But I think they're both very good. The new Yoda unit, the legendary Yoda, is just so strong, especially for playing him for 7.
Oh, he's so good.
Or the other awesome line that I've done is like turn 1 Gunji, turn 2 General's Blade, and then if you can get that to stick, like a 5/8 that discounts your units by 2 that stacks with the discount from Han, like you can play some ridiculously expensive stuff by turn 3.
Oh, no, it's there. You got I think it's a very good deck. There's a lot of force units now. It's kind of changed things a little. I mean, it's not strong on force throw the way Quinlan can be, because the pieces in yellow that you play with Quinlan, that's a deck I obviously have helped build, but they make the force throw as good as it is. So you got all kinds of people kind of like playing force throw on like turn 2, sometimes even turn 1. They'll like play a 1/1 unit and then force throw you thinking that's good. It's usually not. But I mean, it certainly can be good in Han. I really like Kiade Mundi, too.
Yeah, so I was gonna say part of the reason why Han is doing so well in the next set is going to be Kiadimundi and the and Mace Windu, like,
Right.
and they're both uncommons, which is ridiculous.
Right. And that goes with a lot of things. There's lots of very, very good commons and uncommons. Resupply and Super Laser Tech are both commons, and a Barrage is an uncommon.
Yep.
Force Throw is uncommon. There's people talking about that being too good right now. Surprise Strike is common. That's a card that really should be in yellow decks under most circumstances. Alright, so I think I'm on your leader now. You are playing Han from that set. I think that is Shadows. Is that Han?
Yep.
So tell me about the Han 2 deck that you have built today. I mean, one of the stories of the Minneapolis Regional was the player from Canada, Snowtroopers, that ran Han Blue, seeing some weaknesses in the meta. But what do you like about that right now?
So I had someone at my locals was running a version of this that was just super heavy in the discard. It was aggressively discard, like not even aggressively, I should say oppressively. The whole point of the deck was basically make sure your opponent has no hand. I did play that a little bit. I built my own version of it, and I just didn't like the experience that I was giving my opponent. So,
Yeah, it's fair.
I tweaked it.
Yep, no, hand-ache decks are not necessarily super fun to play against. I mean, it's just kind of what it is, though. I mean, it's an effective strategy. I think it's less of a problem at, like, locals. Right?
Sure. So this version is just, like, again, I sound like a broken record, not really a meta version of this deck. This is just something I threw together earlier today because I wanted to have another deck ready to go. And because I've been playing so much of Legends of the Force of this in preparation, I just figured I'd make a current version of it. So we'll see how it does.
All right. Later night, later dark, hit details?
I'll go dark this time.
It is light, so I will take the initiative.
Cool.
All right. I will play Wingman Victor 2 as a 3/2 on the ground.
Really? Piet going ground. I'll use Han's ability in Pay 2 to play Phantom 2 in space.
What is going on? Left is right, up is down. I will claim.
Pass.
Well. Yeah. Getting hit for 5 is going to suck. Alright, I will play hit you for 3.
Now, do I want to hit you for 5? I mean, I kind of...
You could like heal it.
I'll hit you for 5.
I think you should probably hit me for 5. I'll play a super laser technician.
Yeah, but now... Oh my god, why are you going ground?
I can't play the super laser technician in space as much as I'd like.
I'll play 3 for Conqueror Time.
What is happening? I don't know what's happening. It's weird. I'll claim.
Best. This is not supposed to go like this.
It is not. Not at all. All right. I'm going to hit you for 3.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to hit you for 5.
I'm going to pass.
I don't like that. Then I'll hit you for 1.
I'll pass.
I really just... You know what? No, we're not playing this game. I'll claim.
All right. This is not really how it was drawn up to go, but this is what's happening today. You know? This is what's happening today.
All right.
Hey,
ready?
For plays. All right, so let's go. We're going to do an overwhelming barrage off of Victor 2 for 5.
I'm gonna hit you for 5 first.
Oh, yeah, you go first. Yeah, you're going to hit me for 5 first, and then I'm going to clear your board.
Okay.
All right. So
yep, all right, that's fair. Make sure I get that 5 in.
All right.
Because now I'm in trouble.
I didn't have a play last turn, or I would have done something other than pass.
How many cards do you have in hand?
4.
That's a lot of cards.
All of them are Devastators. Of various types. That's not actually true, but that's what I say. Oh no, I lost your video for a second. You still there, Mike? Alright, so Mobyus just dropped from the face of the planet. Hopefully everything is good wherever he's at. We're going to go to an intermission here quick. And we'll be back as soon as our guest is back. All right, we are back. Mobyus had a quick PC crash, but no harm, no foul. I mean, actually, just the overwhelming barrage was that strong. You know, from that Victor 2, it reached out through the internet, actually crashed his PC. I mean, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right, so K2SO is a good card. I'm going to run Super Laser Tech into K2SO. We'll hit your base for 5. Six, actually, with the Super Laser Tech. Ouch, to 9. I will deploy Piet. I will run Piet into K2. Get him. 4. 22. Takes 4. And I will pass. 27. Oh man, what is... I think I'm at 22. I believe. I was at 19. Yeah, 19 plus 3 is 22. Alright, I'm drawing 2 cards. Yep. Carry the 3.
It's actually a game. I'm not going to make the same mistake I did with the Devastator. So I'm going to pay 4 for the forces with me.
And look at that. There we go. Let's run. Oh, hold on.
Holding.
Yep, I had you muted. Sorry about that, guys. We had went back because when he came back from there, you want to have the desktop audio muted.
Oh man.
But so they missed all of your epic chatter for the last 30 seconds.
The epic commentary. Yeah.
Let's run this one back. I'm curious how this goes when it's not all backwards.
Oh, but I loved that. That was the best part.
Yeah. Well, you gotta give the old admiral a chance for revenge.
It's fair.
Yeah, no, the 5-1 space start is often great.
Thanks for the heads up, guys.
Hey, your homie's got your back. I mean, what do you want? I don't know if I suppose I should sideboard. Are we trying harder or not?
You can sideboard, go for it. I have sideboards, but like I said, I threw this together a couple hours ago, so I'm not too worried about it. I really just am waiting for set 5 to drop so I can update it. I was considering printing proxies for this to have like a proxy deck for tonight, but I decided against it.
Oh man, that would have been hot. I have done proxies. I still have some set 1 proxies, but it is time consuming. So
yeah.
Shout out to garbage rollers who do that a lot, though. I mean, those guys are great for the game, for sure. We actually should be having them on in our next set.
Yeah, they're fun. J-Rod, Faith, and Tyler.
That's outmaneuver. But the actual head garbage roller is Inception, who I still believe is a type.
Oh, shoot, I did. Oh, cut that out.
You're all good. We'll cut that out.
Cut that out of the stream.
Yes, nobody heard that.
I've had both of them on Do You Know Swoo, which is why I'm getting them confused.
I remember, and actually, that's a compliment. So it will be there. But no, it'll be good.
Oh,
you know what?
All right, I'm mulliganing.
I'm gonna actually mulligan as well.
Not only mulliganing my hand, I'm mulliganing my choices in life.
I'm on a A thermal oscillator deck to increase my chances of seeing resupply and planetary bombardment. I didn't see either of those.
Oh, is that the goal? Is to hard mulligan for ramp, huh? Probably what I should have done with Palp.
Well, if you think about how that last game went, I mean, a resupply would have been a lot better than how that super laser tech ended up, jamming my hand.
That is true. Eventually, I had to play something in the ground, though.
True story. True story.
Hmm.
All right.
Try that.
I do think that this is the one deck where I recommend Thermal Oscillator because it is a combo deck, if you're thinking about Piet correctly. It's a combo deck between Ramp, Planetary Bombardment, and Capital Ships, but that's what you want to be doing. So, I think it's worth losing the 3 health. I will attack you or I will play Gamorrean Retainer. Oink.
Man, sorry. I am going to pay 2 for Sabine.
Claim.
I will pass. And we'll try that.
All right. On the gun, I will kill Sabine with the Gamma.
Okay. Then I shall use Han's ability and 3 resources for a 4/2 K2.
Slightly used. All right. I'll play Resupply.
And I will claim.
I'll pass. Interesting.
Okay. Let's do Han's ability plus 4 for a 6/4 Poe.
Pretty good. I'll deploy Piet.
I will... How many cards in hand?
4.
Gee, you have so many damn cards every time. Yeah, we'll hit Piet with K2 for 4. And then, we're not doing so good in the racing department this time around, so we'll make you discard a card.
Alright, I'll spend 5 for Barrage and underwhelming Barrage. Just like Tada's show.
Just enough.
Just enough to get Poe.
I'll claim.
No deploy. Too scared of the Piet.
Wait, did I have... Oh, I only have 4.
Oh, I ramped. Yeah. Alright, 4 to base. And I'll pass.
Yep. Well, that's interesting. We can try this. Good.
Yep.
3 for open fire on Piet.
Fair enough. 6 for Planetary Bombardment. So you essentially take 8 to base.
Yep. It goes to 12. Okay. We will do 2 in Han's ability.
For Yoda?
For Outer Rim Outlaws.
That is...
becomes a 3/1 shielded.
pretty good. I will claim.
And I will flip and attack for 3. And then pass. You claimed. I'll get rid of that. Okay.
Alright. I'll Exhaust Piet. Spend 5 for a resupply carrier.
You will, huh? All right, we will.
In fact, I did.
We'll do 3 to base with Han.
I'll claim.
I'll do 3 more to base with them.
To 9.
And then, regrettably, I will pass.
Oh my god! On 6?
Yep.
What,
Yep.
what do you have in your hand? I don't even know.
Nothing good.
Yeah,
It started out strong.
I don't think my deck is particularly well shuffled either, to be honest with you. But, you know,
Started out strong, didn't last.
we're doing what we can, and we're just getting by. All right, so we'll spend 6 for planetary bombardment, take 12 indirect. Because resupply is a capital
Yeah, that's
ship.
a lot of indirect.
It is.
All right.
This
we're just gonna put.
this
Gonna
deck
put
is
5 on Han and the rest here.
this deck is
So
not
that's-
it is not complicated. It does one thing, but it does it pretty well.
It was 12 total, right?
It was 12 total, so 5 plus 7
okay.
worked.
Yep. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is not cool.
Yep.
6 for Obi-Wan.
All right,
Seeing as how you're not a blue Piet.
I'll hit you for 4.
I am so scared. How many? You have 3 resources left, and how many cards in hand?
2.
Well, it's less than 4. I'm gonna claim.
All right, I'm gonna play a super laser tech, and then I'm gonna pass.
I do not like where I am right now. But I'm going to YOLO it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus Han's ability. Here comes the crate.
Oh, now I gotta do math.
Nobody likes doing math.
You're 22.
Yeah. No, 23. So 7 left.
I'll attack you for 4 with the resupply carrier.
I'll claim.
Right. We'll attack into Obi-Wan with the super laser tech.
Still you. Whenever you're ready to win.
I'm thinking. In the think tank. So,
That's good. I like that you don't have any cards. That's going to help me a little bit.
alright, I'm going to spend 6 for a Gladiator Star Destroyer. And you get a ping.
Yep, just to base is my only option.
Yep. So to 15. Then I'll pass.
Yep, I don't think I have any outs.
This is a good game. This is much more fun when we both have cards.
Yep, I think you've got
we're in the correct arenas.
you've got just enough to edge me out of this one because I once again going to end it with 4 for forces with me on the crate. We'll attack for 12.
Ouch.
And it gets a shield.
Well, 12 isn't 12
But,
enough. 12 is enough to 27.
Oh,
you did it.
it is. I forgot you were 30, or I thought you were 30 again. Wow.
There we go. So just like I said, that 3 damage doesn't ever matter. But I guess it did. Yeah, well done, sir. See, look at that.
I didn't even realize it. Good game.
All right. Well, I think we've danced around enough. We should probably get that Vader mirror.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then we'll wrap it up. But we should be, as soon as we can record, I mean, we are committed to doing an episode of Do You Know Swoo? So I have a regimen where I'm memorizing exactly what every card is. You know, so
you know what? If that works for you, I would love to hear what it is.
Yeah, no, it's probably it's that doesn't actually exist, but I hope it does.
See,
I mean,
because there was a point. I'm sure this is true for you too. And tell me, for in your experience, where the shift happened between the point where you could pretty much recite any card in the game from memory, like cost, power, HP, ability text, like without hesitation, and where eventually it became too overwhelming. Because for me, it was set 4.
Yeah.
Set 4 was the breaking point for me.
Yeah. So that's a good question. I don't know if I can really put an answer on it. I don't know that even in set 1 I was like an encyclopedia of every card, but I do know most of the ones.
Let's say like 90%.
Yeah. So I mean,
because that's where my. Sorry, go ahead.
There's a lot of cards that are like meant for draft, right? Because they're unlimited. I mean, I think most of the constructive cards or cards that get played in constructive. I mean, I still get thrown every once in a while, but I mean, if you're doing stuff like bold resistance, or way down there,
sure,
those I might not be able to get with as much accuracy. All right, so let's get this set up. It is a Vader Vault mirror.
Yep, it's a fancy vault coming back.
Yeah, I do not have a Hyperfoil Data Vault. I do have the Hyperfoil Nabat Village, which has the wrong foiling. So that's kind of.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was you that I saw with that, but that was interesting. How it has the Lake Country foiling.
Yep, it has Lake Country foiling on Nabat Village. So
yep,
it's interesting to see in person. It's kind of hard to see that over the internet, but I mean, it's very obvious when you open the card that something is amiss. And that's what I got. All right, so we got that.
I want to see your fancy Vader, because I have a fancy Vader, but not quite as fancy as yours.
So this is the Vader. It is the event inclusive. This is actually from the Learn to Plays before, but this one is signed by the developers. I've been collecting those as I've been there. So yeah,
nice.
And
I've just got the foiling Judge promo. Being a judge, I'm trying to get at least one copy of every Judge promo in the game.
Oh my God! Did they hook you guys up with the new ones? The Assault. I'm a Quinlan player, so I've got lines on two of my 3 Ahsokas, but I love the Judge promo Ahsoka. That is a great card.
But you say hook us up. We had to pay for them.
You did
that they weren't handing those out.
Right. But, I mean, I'm sure that I'm buying them for more money than the judges paid for them, but I'm blessed to have good relations. Judging is extremely important, for one. And thank you for doing that.
I love it.
It's thankless. Pretty much.
Well, I appreciate it. I just, we kind of talking off cam before we started the stream, but I have a background on YouTube anyway of making educational content. So, teaching people how to play the game and making sure, people understand the rules and that kind of stuff is just something that I enjoy doing. So, it kind of makes sense for me.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And I always appreciate anybody who judges our events. I mean, it means you don't get to play. And,
that's true.
I can tell you that the last ones out of the Minnesota regional were the judges, other than me and Russ.
It was definitely a long day, so I'm looking forward to standing on my feet for 10 hours next week.
Absolutely, but yeah, let's get this going. My Vader deck has been getting a lot of use lately because my oldest is back from Italy, and she loves Vader as well.
I'm ready to be schooled. I know you did quite well with this deck. What did you place with this before?
I won several. I played a lot of Vader in set 1, so I won several showdowns with Vader, and placed to others. I mainly played Vader and Turret set 1, so it was one of my 2 decks.
Okay.
And then,
didn't you place well recently with your vehicle Vader?
Well, not vehicle Vader. I I think, plays second at a showdown set 3 with an ECL Vader. But I'm on Data Vault now that that's a thing.
Gotcha.
And I have played plenty. I mean, depending on what your list is, I mean, we'll see how the mirror goes. But it is anything but a given. If you're on George's list from Richmond, I think it's actually a little bit better into Vader mirrors.
Yes, that was the deck that I was thinking of. I've tried his version. I moved away from it.
Yeah,
I'm sure he would school me as well.
Yeah, no, George is a great player. Made me very happy to see him on Vader. He's never run anybody's list ever. So, I mean, I'm not surprised he had his own take, and he did.
I usually take somebody if I see a deck that I like perform well, I'll take it and then I'll try it, like play a couple games, test run it, and then tweak it to better suit my play style.
Yep.
But I very rarely, if ever, end up like sticking with somebody else's list.
Right, and you shouldn't. I mean, everybody's a little bit different when they play, and everybody changes it, at least some of the cards. So we'll go. All right, so let's get the initiative. We should have done that beforehand, but we didn't. Later night.
You go for it. You totally succumbed to the forces with me twice in a row in the last match. So
I'm still gonna flip. So call light side or dark side.
Okay. Dark side.
That's right. So you get it. We'll get you that in words,
right.
but you're gonna start with initiative.
Fair. All right. I will start with it, and we'll start with Crumb's back.
I'll see your Crumb.
Back with a vengeance.
And raise you a Crumb.
I mean, fine. I'll ping Crumb in your base.
I will ping Crumb in your base.
How did I know? I'll claim.
I'll pass.
Now the real question is, how long are the Crumbs going to stick around? So I'm going to bounce my Crumb, deal 1 to yours.
I'm going to play a Super Laser Technician.
Ugh. I was hoping you wouldn't do that. But that's fine, because I'll pay 3 for a resupply.
Alright, I will bounce my Crumb to kill my Super Laser Tech.
Yep. Claim. Go ahead.
And I will ping to do 1 damage to your base. So after all of that, I'm up 1.
Yep, good job. Honestly, I thought you were going to play Crumb again. I'm surprised you went, but I guess that makes sense. Guess we'll go with you.
It is your honors.
Yep. 1 for Crumb. There goes your advantage. Unless...
Play a Super Laser Tech.
Ugh. No, not the Crumb I was looking for.
Crummy card.
Jeez. 3 for a phase 3.
A Vader ping to kill my Super Laser Tech.
And 1 damage to your base, right?
1 damage to your base, my friend.
Okay, just making sure. How many resources is that? 2?
I have 2 left, yes.
I'll pass.
I'll play Crumb and heal back to nothing.
Nope, you'll leave it there, because I'll pay 1 to ping Crumb and put that 1 back on your base.
I'll claim.
Yep. Pass. And your base should be at 1, I think, for my ability.
It sure is.
The Vader ping. Alright.
This is a true matchup of Crumbs.
I'm scared.
I mean, you should be.
This is we're getting big resource values now, and you've got the Super Laser Tech, so let's go.
Alright, so I'm going to open fire your phase 3.
I only have 6. It's not enough. We'll start with 3 for Black Sun.
We'll deploy said boy.
Bounce Crumb to do 1 to Vader.
Fallen lightsaber.
3 for Open Fire on Vader.
So it's 5 damage taken. And you're out of resources?
Yep, correct.
Alright, I will hit your base for 5 and kill the Black Sun. Oh, excuse me, 8. It's 8.
Yep, the lightsaber. 2, 3. So 11, because I was at 2. Wait, is that math? Or was I at 3?
I'm going to go with 3.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. I think that's right. Claim.
I'll attack you for 1. And I'll pass.
Okay. So what's Vader with the fallen lightsaber? So he's 3.
He's 11. He has 6 health left.
Okay. 7 for Maul into Vader and trade him out.
Overwhelm 1, right?
Yep.
I'll attack your base for 1.
We'll deploy.
7 for Vader unit.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Daddy needs a phase 3. Does not exist, but we have a Kylo tie and a Stormtrooper. We will ambush your leader for 5, taking 5 back.
Okay. Either way, he's gonna die. That's kind of unfortunate. All right, 5 to base and 2 on attack to Vader to finish him off.
Just 7 on base. We'll claim.
Pass.
All right. Ready?
Yep, what's the first play?
Kill Vader with the Stormtrooper. Give that guy a medal.
Yep, not surprised. Is that Stormtrooper from the comic books that's like always in the background of the main events, somehow influencing everything that happens?
I think this might actually be Rick, the door technician. I mean, he's pretty tough.
All right. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the Late Night Raider. Is that what it's called?
That is the late night chip. What are you killing? Crumb or the
Wait,
Palatine?
Kylo's tie.
All right.
And 2 to base.
Yeah, I have a real unfortunate hand here. But I do have another Kylo tie, so I'm glad you killed that one. So I can have something to play.
Sure. I'll pay 1 for Crumb again. Heal 1.
I will bounce Crumb to do 1 damage to your Crumb.
And I will claim.
All right. I will do 1 to play Crumb. I'll play a Death Star Stormtrooper. And I will Vader ping the Ruthless for 1 and 1 to base to 14. Yep. And I will pass and hope to draw something.
The 13, the 1 to base took me to 13.
Yep.
I did as soon as you said Vader ping, I added that.
Yep. So yeah, my Data Vault deck is Data Vaulting right now, unfortunately. we'll try.
Yeah. What am I at? We're at 8. Are you still 1 resource ahead of me?
I am at 9.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I haven't. I have not stopped drawing all of my ramp cards. That's still happening.
All right, I will go to 9.
All right.
Huh. Okay. Let's first things first. Bounce Crumb to kill Rick the Door Technician.
What a card. All right. So I think I got to run this into the Ruthless for 3.
Okay. Huh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you're at 18 health. Let's do 7 for Maul, and we'll overwhelm Crumb for 3.
4, right? He's for 7.
Oh, 7. Yep, math again. Not my strong suit.
12. Yeah, we're hurting as far as plays go. We'll play Von Rigtai.
Is it worth killing that? Yeah, because the last thing I want you to do is put Vader Pilot on that, so we're going to go ahead and kill that.
All right, it'll take 2
and it'll... Yep.
I'll claim.
And I'll do 1 for Crumb, heal 1, and pass. I should have pinged with my last resource, but that's fine.
You can. You have to put it on Crumb if you want.
Yeah, but that's fine.
I don't care. We're needing to draw cards with higher costs. Hasn't happened yet. I will play a phase 3 on the gun.
Yep. I'm sorry, I'm falling behind here.
No, you're actually getting more and more ahead.
4, 7, 8, 9.
To be honest with you.
Nice. I did not resource, but I don't... No, I am going to resource, actually. There we go. So now I should be at 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Okay, sorry. You said you played phase 3.
I did.
I could attack with Maul and put that over to Crumb, but that would kill Crumb, and I like Crumb. So instead, we will do 8 for Devastator, and we'll put 3 of the indirect to finish that off and 1 to base.
All right, we'll play a Super Laser Tech.
Ooh. 7 to base?
Yep. Claim. Wait, no, I can ping. I will ping Maul.
Yeah. Bang. 1 and 1. So then I'll claim. Because then the Devastator would just be lethal.
Yep. No, it's 9. So plus 22, right?
Oh, you're again. Data Vault.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, true. So, fine. Then I'll do 1 to base and 1 to Vader ping. I'll do my own Crumb, not your Super Laser Tech.
Oh, okay.
And then pass.
Yeah, so I got half of what I need. I haven't seen a timely reinforcement. Not timely reinforcement, timely intervention yet this game, which would be nice. And I finally drew a card that costs more than 3.
No.
Do this, I'll strip a large to heal back. But I really needed to ambush that boy.
Yes, that is a devastating play. Alright, 7 to base.
Pretty good, to 27. I think, because Maul's got 4 damage on him, right? We'll kill him. We'll kill him.
Or 2 damage. So he's got 4 health left.
We'll attack him with the super laser tech.
Okay, now that just brings him to 4, and I'll just swing with Devastator.
All right, GG's.
Good game.
Well, we got games 2 and 3 yet to go. So we're doing this. It's a best of 3.
Sure.
Let me see what else I got. Yeah, I mean that's the downside of Data Vault. Period. Right. Is
just the consistency. Yeah.
The consistency goes away. And I had the one Vader from the beginning of the game. Until I ramped. And then I resourced a Dooku on turn 1 because I had to. And then I just never actually found anything more, is what happened. So
I had 2 Mauls in my opening hand, and I was like, all right, if I at least hold on to one of these, I'll have it for when he flips Vader. Because that's basically what you need, is you need to have an answer for Vader when he flips.
Right. And I mean, it's good to like ramp early, but it's bad to continue drawing resupplies and super laser techs. You know, as you get later into the game, as I just had nothing to play to match up against the Maul after Maul after Maul. The first one, killing Vader, was rough. But
yeah, the open fire was a lucky draw, because when you put the Fallen Saber on him, it took him out of range. But then the open fire helped.
Right. And I don't think it's a great card in this matchup, but I mean it's good when you need it, right? I mean the open fires are important for trying to deal with early space threats. That's why you have to keep them.
Yeah, I think I only run 2 of them, just in case.
Alright, so I'm bringing 5.
Alright, I'll keep this. And I keep forgetting about the dang 33 health and the 27th health on the thermal oscillator.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, I don't know, put it up somehow for you.
Or I just need to pay attention, you know, one of those.
One of those things. Yeah, the other card I kept drawing was Force Throw, which is good in this matchup. I mean, if I ever would have gotten a second Force unit, that would have been demonstrative, but I mean, you know, you still have to draw something of the... I think there's 10 Force units total in the deck, if I remember. Alright, so I'm changing over the sleeves. One thing that is annoying is that in the Data Vault days, you don't have enough sleeves in the art packs, if that's what you're using.
Yeah, seriously.
To get your deck sleeved. You know, so the sideboard can't be sleeved, which is unfortunate.
I've purchased quite a few of those sleeves. So up until Jump to Lightspeed, I was sleeving all of my foils. In like even the commons. And after cracking 7 Carbonite boxes, I decided that was no longer viable.
Right, no, that's good too. Yeah, no, double sleeving the foils does help compress them a little bit, so that if you have,
yeah,
you know,
you mean you don't like them pringled?
Well, it potentially can get you like on a deck check if one card is cringled to the point that the judge can pick it out from the rest of your cards, you can get a game loss, right?
I'm very familiar with that. Yep.
No, I don't.
I've seen it happen.
No, I've heard of that happening. It's usually if it's, you know, pretty excessive. I mean, I'm not somebody that will ever call a judge for that. On the other side, and I never want to win by deck check. That's the worst way to win, particularly if it's somebody that you like, which is kind of like everybody in the community for me. So, it happens though. I mean, you do have to keep people honest, and it's entirely the opposite. I feel if I feel they're doing something on purpose or trying to get an advantage, but that's usually not what it is.
Yeah, if you can set the deck down on the table, look at it, and be like, that card is, X, Y, or Z, and nail it, 5 out of 5 times or something, then that's probably not good.
All right, we're gonna try this. And I have initiative.
Ready when you are. Yep.
I'll claim.
Yikes. 1 for Crumb, 1 for Ping. We'll ping Crumb and you.
All right, I'm to 1.
Then pass.
Good.
Good.
Resupply.
Yes, I think I shall.
Ha! I see you also, Knifey Spoony. I'll claim.
We'll deal 1 to your base, and then pass.
Boom. I'm in that 32 count timer right now. I'm gonna do this. Good?
Good.
All right, we'll play Timely Intervention from the row for 2. We'll ambush in a Super Laser Technician to do 2 damage to Crumb.
Yeah.
Bounce back. It only does 2. He should have 1. Oh, wait, he's dead because of your
No,
ping.
I pinged him. Yep.
You monster. That's what you get. That's what you get. You failed me for the last time, Crumb.
What I get. We'll do 3 for phase 3.
We will do 1 damage to your phase 3, 1 damage to your base. And I'm on the board.
I'll do 1 for a Stormtrooper.
Claim.
I'll pass. I don't think it's worth putting my phase 3 at 1 health.
Probably not.
That's unfortunate, but fine.
All right, we'll do 6 for a Ruthless Raider and do 2 damage to your phase 3.
Should have put the ping on him. One left. Okay, 3 to base.
Checks out. It goes at 2, so I'm at 5 now. I will kill the Death Star Stormtrooper. And 1 to your base to 2. And you should be at actually 4 because the Ruthless did 2 to your base. As a
Yep,
common,
thank you. That is no fun, but fine. Kylo's tie, sorry.
Oh, Kylo TIE Silencer?
Yeah.
That doesn't feel good. I'll deploy Vader.
Yeah. I'll pay 1 and ping Vader in your base.
Alright, 5 to base, kill the Silencer.
Uh-huh. I'll claim.
Pass.
This was fun. Not anymore.
It was fun when I was drawing blanks all the first game.
Yeah, I know what it feels like. We'll flip.
I will do 5 to your base and 2 to your Vader.
5 goes to 14. 1, 2. 5, 7, plus 6. Math is not great. 2, 3, 4, 5. Will overwhelming barrage Vader to take out your Vader.
We'll play 7 for Vader. See what we get. Always.
I don't like it.
Always when played before on attack.
Never know when you might find a Veers.
I played Veers in this deck before. I don't think it's currently in. I didn't get a phase 3, which is what I was looking for. What we are going to do is... It's actually kind of a close call, but we're going to play a Von Regtai into the Space Arena. I think I saw that in here somewhere.
Makes sense.
There it is. It's a Prestige boy. And we are not going to ambush.
That also makes sense. So that's going to put me at 1. Yeah, of course it puts me at 1. But I have to do it. Now, do I have to do it? I should probably do it.
You can go to base.
We'll attack your... Yeah, I know. We'll attack your Vader, so that'll kill him. We'll put 2 on the Von Regtai, and I will take 5 back.
You're 14, huh?
Yep.
So I can't ping this turn because
Correct.
my Vader died. I'm only at 5 health. I think I'm going to attack you for 4 to 18.
I think that's probably wise. I'm going to claim.
I'm going to pass.
Super or overall Mirage falls off. I know what it's like to keep drawing ramp when you don't need it now.
I didn't wish that on you. Can't say I'm super hated, but I didn't wish it on you. I think this is actually the odd man out right now.
Your Vader's ready too.
It is.
Oh man, how greedy do I want to get? I really am not in a position to be greedy.
Were you in a position not to be greedy? I don't know.
Let's go big or go home. Pay 3 for Fallen Lightsaber.
So does that give Vader 4 health remaining? Right, because he took 5.
Yes.
All right.
Do you have open fire?
No, I have a Devastator. So I'll do 4 indirect all the Vader.
Yeah.
It's actually a sideboard card in this deck, but it's pretty good.
So when I said go big or go home, I just meant go home. Because now I'll claim.
Oh, ouch. All right. I will do 4 to base, 3 to base, so another 7 to 25. And then, yeah, we'll Vader ping my Ruthless to do 1 more deer base to 26. We'll pass.
I do not have a way to answer that, so let's just go to 3.
All right,
game.
Game 3 for the Vader Vault Championship of Set 4.
I should probably look at my sideboard options too, because I did not do that after the last game.
Yeah, the Devastators come in. I mean, you just get all the big things because I do have my deck set so that I can beat Sabine once in a while. But you can take out a lot of that kind of stuff for more bombs if you're going against another Vader deck. All right.
Yeah, let's try that.
This has been a lot of fun. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. I don't know where my my worthless compatriots are tonight.
It's fine.
They'll be on the show, next time, I think. So next week on Friday for our late night live show, we do have a guest lined up, but I'm going to be traveling to cover a PQ in Bloomington, Illinois, so we need somebody else to host from our team. We're seeing whether that can happen. If not, we'll be back the week after that, and basically Set 5 is here.
I know, it's crazy that it's like right around the corner.
But tomorrow, if you want to catch out I believe it's the It's the Swedish PQ now. Let me check. What am I doing? I know it's with Victor. They're actually probably getting going here pretty soon.
Yeah, what the time difference?
Yeah,
Probably.
They're 7 hours ahead of us. So it's about 7 a.m. They'll be going in about another couple hours. I don't want to misspeak as to which of these. I actually got to call a round of the Italian championship 2 weeks ago. So I love doing all of this remote stuff and being able to make guest appearances. And if you're ever there or you're trying to get into coverage, speaking both to you and then to everybody generally, feel free to hit me up. I'm happy to show that kind of thing off and go, all right, so content.
Yeah. I know we're going to have streamers at the PQ that I'm going to next week as well. But I'd have to double check who it is. I think it's
it's Team Secret because I'm helping them.
Yes.
Yep. They're
yes,
working with Hada. And shout out Sunny D if you're still watching. I actually DM'd you to talk more about coverage, but that's exactly what I was thinking about. Is I'm helping, them, and I'm really excited to see Team Secret get back into it. So I'll just type a thing.
I'm taking a mulligan.
All right, I have not even gotten that far, but this is game 3. Do or die time, my friend. So far,
it's gonna be die.
Neither of the games have been close. Hopefully, we can both have decent draws at the same time. Okay, so this one I didn't have. So the last game I did run without a turn 1 play. A turn 1 play is not strictly crucial. It's kind of like Cure that way. Into some decks, you definitely want one. But into Vader, if you have 2 ramps in a mirror, just play the 2 ramp hand. I had 2 ramps and then I think a Vader unit and a Maul unit. So that's what I kept for my opening forward. But that's okay. That's an okay start. Because you're gonna ramp twice. And then resupply, and then drawing the timely was great. So I was able to smuggle and kind of keep my hand size. All right. Well, this hand I'm keeping whether I like it or not.
Yeah. Okay. No, I can't do that.
You're on initiative.
Yeah. Ready?
Yep.
Claim.
Pass.
Yes.
That was exciting.
Excellent.
This is the kind of exciting gameplay everybody comes here, Friday nights for. But that is something that happens.
All right. 3 resupply.
Me as well.
Claim.
Pass.
This is gearing up to be something.
It is indeed something.
It might have immediately just come to a halt for me. Let's see. Okay. 2 Kylo's TIE Silencer.
At least it's not the turn I deploy Vader, because that had to not feel good.
It did not.
I'll play a Super Laser Tech. You can ping my Super Laser Tech.
Or I'm just gonna claim.
It's a legal play. I will ping my own Super Laser Tech, and then I will play Yularen, and you take 1 to base.
Yep, did it.
I'm gonna start watching my overlay again, and then I will pass.
There you are. Where were you?
I don't want to hear that.
Well, it's a little late, so it doesn't really help. On 6 with the Yularen.
Now I'm having how greedy am I moments. I think I'm just going to be really, really greedy is what I'm going to do.
I mean, that's what I did, and it didn't really work out, so maybe you'll have better luck.
Hopefully I will.
Ooh, actually, you don't say. All right, 3 to base.
You're on 6 right now. Yes.
Correct.
All right. I will deploy the boy.
Then I'll pay 3 for Super Laser Tech.
That's a card you could have. I will play 3 for Fallen Lightsaber on Vader.
Is Fallen Lightsaber a you may deal damage to all enemy ground units?
No, it is on attack, deal 1 damage to each ground unit the defended player controls. So I have to do the damage to the Super Laser Tech, if that's your question.
It is the question. Would you still attack?
Can't tell you what.
I'm gonna pay 1, and we'll ping your Vader and your base.
Okay. All right. So how many cards are in your hand right now?
4.
I'm going to resupply.
I'm gonna pass.
I will do 2 with Yularen.
Yeah. I should have just pinged my own damn Super Laser Tech. I'm gonna pass.
I will hit your base for 8 and kill both of your units.
Yep. So it's gonna take me to 11. This goes to discard. This becomes a ready resource, and I will flip.
I will force throw, choosing myself. I will throw a Devastator at Vader's head.
Nice. I'll claim.
I will pass.
No bueno.
I guess the greed worked out in that particular instance.
Sure did.
I hate losing the Devastator.
You did have to throw a Devastator. Yeah, I was going to say.
I mean, sometimes you just got to throw a Devastator. I mean, that's what you got to do.
Sometimes you got to Star Killer it up, yeah.
You know? I mean, watch for flying Devastators. It happens sometimes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. All right. We'll do 7 for a Maul. And if I do Vader, Maul dies, and Vader's left with how much health?
So
he's got 11, 10, so he'd have 3.
He'd have 3 remaining health.
That's so bad. Yeah, all right. We'll do it into Vader. So, 7 to Vader.
All right, hold on. I do have a D10 with my streaming stuff. All right. So we are at 8. Look at this.
Nice.
I mean, I bring that to all of our events, too. We always have a D10 because you never know when somebody's going to be playing Vader. All right. Well, I don't know what you can do that will hurt me.
Not a lot.
You don't. The only thing that could kill it, 1 for 3, is force throw, but you don't have a force unit. So we'll attack your base for 2, and we'll see what happens after that.
Force throw. No, I'm just kidding. Vader ping, and we'll ping, yep, Vader and base.
We're to 5. All right, we are going to attack for 8 and not use the unattack.
Yep, 21. Claim.
From the row, we're going to bring out a pirate tank somewhere. That one did come from George, and I get to get a Yularen ping. There, and I'll pass.
Okay. Well, I guess the best I can do, 8 for Devastator. I'm not throwing this one, I'm just playing this. So it's 2 to finish off Vader, and 2 on Yularen. Yeah, that's right.
Because you can put it on base, too, if you so choose.
Right. Yep. No, I think that's good.
Okay. I'll take your base for 4.
I'll use my last resource to ping your base and kill Yularen.
Yularen has... Oh, no, that should be. Alright, you're right.
Right, because it was 2 from the Devastator, 2 on Vader and 2 on Yularen. Right, so you should have 1 left.
Well,
okay.
it was 2 on Vader and then 2 on Yularen, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's what I think it was. Alright. Two different ways to go about this.
Go left.
We'll try. Well, I'm just so ahead on board. So we're going to play a Vader.
21 damage ahead is so ahead, you think?
Sometimes you just got to body 9. Which is what's going to happen if I don't find a Black Sun. Now, I could find a Black Sun, then I'll be happy. I did not.
I don't think the 9 is going to make much of a difference.
Probably not. Tell you what, I do not like seeing all of these cards that are in this right now.
What are they?
Cards I won't be
anything good?
Cards I won't be drawing for a while. That's what they are. Put a Von Rig tie in the Space Arena.
It means something.
See if you decide to kill it.
I'll claim.
I will play a Kylo tie into the Space Arena.
I mean, I might have to kill it.
And I'll pass. That's the idea. I think flood the board time, though. I mean, you hit me for 9, you hit me for 9. I don't think that you're running planetary bombardment, but that would blow me up.
It would be something, wouldn't it? I think we have to go that way. So that becomes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't have a whole lot of options right now if I want to stay in the game.
Yeah, man, we actually went late, my friend. You know, we were talking.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I'm having a lot of fun though. Anytime I'm looking forward to a Vader match, that's a good day.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I have overwhelming barrage, but 11 damage. I'd have to take out your Vader, and that only leaves me with 4, which is not really gonna do much.
Let's play it out because I actually got a cool play. I was expecting barrage here.
All right, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do the barrage
for 11.
So 7 to Vader.
Dead.
And I guess 4 to Von Reg.
So we actually drew a timely. So we'll play that from the row. And then we'll play 6 for Ruthless Raider. Ruthless Raider comes in, it does 2 to the thing when played.
Yep.
Then it will ambush.
Which will negate this.
Yep. So then it will ambush in for 4, and then it will die. And
do
then
another 2.
And so it actually kills it. It also can ambush, it kills an Avenger.
Ambush kills the Avenger, deals 4 to base, because, you know, why not?
Right, so now you have to have something to deal with what's left.
I do have 1 for a timely.
Oh?
Followed by 1 for Salacious. So we'll ambush Salacious. We'll heal 1. And we'll ambush Salacious into the tank.
I like the cut of your jib, my friend. All right. 3 to base with the Kylo tie.
31, and 1 for Vader ping. We'll ping Kylo's tie and your base.
Why don't you ping your
Bring
base?
It to 5.
Why don't you ping your base, and we'll end this the right way?
Sure.
All right.
I still have 1.
All right, and I will Vader ping to my Kylo tie to kill it, and then 1 damage to your base.
Nice.
For exactly.
Good game.
Good game, my friend. I mean, it was. I mean, it is kind of how Data Vault decks go, right? I mean,
yeah, whoever's draws are more consistent just steamrolls.
Right, because if you draw all the cards you need at the right time, on the second 2 games, my hands were kind of fire, honestly. The sideboarding helped. I mean, I did bring in 5 different bombs, counting the 2 Palps a turn, which is...
What did you bring in?
I brought in the Devastators, the Palp returns, and... Let's see, what else was in my board? There's a one of... Oh, I think I might have brought in... Let's see what's left. That's a good question. I brought in the Devastators, the Palps returns, and... I didn't see you play Fallen, so I did not bring in the Fangs. Had I seen you play Fallen, I would have.
So, I had it... I would have put it on Vader the turn that you killed him.
Right.
So that's what I was trying to be greedy with. That's why instead of pinging my own super laser tech, I was hoping you would attack so I would get the 3 resources so that I could flip and play it, but you just had the answer.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I did. I did not bring in the Relentless. In fact, I think I took 1 out.
I did bring 2 in just to have more late game bombs, but I didn't really need them.
Yeah, it is good for that, and it can be good in this matchup. But I mean, it's not an event-heavy deck. Oh, I brought in a crate.
Right.
I have a crate in my board, and I obviously brought in the second crate for a Vader match. That was the last card. So, wonderful time. I'm glad that we were able to have you
absolutely.
on and playing some slow.
I had fun.
And not only that, I mean, the setup looks good. Yeah, maybe we'll actually just do some random pickup games once in a while. Maybe we'll do a set 5 Vader. I do actually have a test list that I'm working on. For set 5.
I was gonna ask what cards are coming out that you think you're gonna try to squeeze in.
Okay, so there's so much, right? So the fact that there's so many Force units gives us options that we didn't have before. If we feel that Force is going to be on all the time, I think you're starting to look at like Force Lightning, which I actually played first set in this game. Force Lightning is A+ in Talzin, for sure. Love that card.
Well, actually, hold on. Before you get into the deck list, so are you sticking with Data Vault, or are we going with the Force base?
That's the question, right? Because if you run the Force base, I mean, really, I think the upsides of that are Kylo unit, because his upgrade ability is really good when it draws, because it gives you a source of card draw, which is kind of hard to get.
Right.
And then, but for Green Vader, there's not that many payoffs. I think there's great Force payoffs in blue for villain because of the Night Sister stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's there. Now you got some things you can do with Force base too. There's like the 5 cost that draws a Force unit, the Dagian Master. There's some there's some neutral things, but
what about the hidden something, the 3/3 that discards?
Hidden Jedi, can be good. I mean, that's kind of leading into it, but I mean, I think that's there. And then Darth Tyrannus is a card that has Force.
Yeah, absolutely bonkers.
So that card is really, really good. So, and that would help against aggro. So I haven't honestly gotten that far. I mean, obviously our leader, if we're sticking with this Vader, doesn't benefit from the Force directly, like a leader that uses it does. But still could be good.
Now, I don't think he is a Sith, so I mean, you could run Malik.
Well,
to have that 4/7 ready, but I don't think that's reliable enough.
I'm not running Malik, but I might be running Revan Saber because he is a Sith and it gives grit. Which
yeah, that could be insane.
That could be insane, like late sequence damage where you have like 2 left, and they're like, "Oh, Vader can only do 7 to me." Well, I mean, you put that on it, he has a bunch of
Surprise.
Health. Surprise, exactly. All right, I'm actually doing my... I'm sideboarding right now. So that's my full sideboard. I just have the one Devastator in there right now.
Oh, you got the fancy Devastator, though. Nice.
Yeah, that's one of the Showdown Devastators from the other day. We're getting a binder full of Devastators, like we have a binder full of Maces and a binder full of Infusible Offers.
Oh, speaking of fancy, I should have gotten these when my computer crashed. Give me 1 sec.
Oh, we're going to get there. Let's end on a high note.
Let me grab the GC swag.
Oh, we got the swag, folks. If you're still watching it like 1 in the morning, that's the time we get the swag, the big reveals.
All right, I'm sorry.
What you got?
So, not anything as high quality, I don't think, as your little chip, poker chip, but I do have. So I've got some initiative tokens.
Oh, those look way better. I love them. I like them a lot. Yeah, so hold on. Let me. I can make your face be real big too if you want to hold it that way.
Oh, well, actually, this camera is probably higher quality.
All right, so we'll stick it on there. All right, so you got an initiative token. I like it. What does the back say? Mobyus1?
Just Mobyus1, yep.
All right. What else you got?
So we got those. Got quite a few of those. More of the health trackers that I use.
I like them.
But... So these are going to be... I don't have a ton of these. I have maybe like 12 or 15 of each of these. So those are going to be pretty limited. But this is the real gem. Ready?
Oh!
Take a look at that.
It's a Mobius leader card.
Yeah, it's... The text might be a little hard to read on here.
What does it do?
Oops. Try.
Join stream, watch video.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Action. Oh, I like it. That's very cool. Does it have a back?
It does have a back. Whoops.
Oh, it's got a QR code. Cool.
Yep.
And that goes to your Discord?
That actually goes to the YouTube channel.
All right.
So then, yeah, that just have my Discord name and email at the bottom if anyone wants to get in contact with me. But yeah, so I've got plenty of these. These will be like anybody who bumps into me that recognizes me will be able to grab one of those. I don't know how I'm going to handle these yet. We'll see. Probably be other content creators, but...
And you'll probably be the only person wearing a judge shirt there, right?
I don't have one.
Oh, you don't have one?
I don't have a judge shirt yet.
All right.
No.
Well,
I need to get one.
Maybe you got to get a Mobius branded one, and then people will be able to pick you out. You know, we'll see how it goes.
Right.
Well, thanks very much. It's been a pleasure to meet you. This has been great. I hope to get you in the rotation for this. Anybody watching on the replay or live, we still got some people hanging on. Please sub to Mobius on YouTube. Do you have a Twitch too, or what do you all got?
Yep. It's youtube.com/Mobius1, Twitch TV. It's twitch.tv/Mobius1. And I'm going to be trying to have more SWU content coming out. Definitely the Do You Know series. I'm in the process of partnering with FFG. I'm going to do my best to get Xander and some of the FFG team to do a Do You Know episode or two.
Oh, no.
Which that would be really fun.
I would be fun. I'm waiting.
That's the ultimate goal.
All right.
And yep.
All right.
That's it.
So, yep, I'll put the links on the late night Discord. Another thing that he has is a very active Discord, because I know that I pop in there, once or twice a week and see what's going on. So,
yep.
Yeah, check it out. Well, thanks very much for coming on us.
Thank you.
And thanks everybody for watching at home. So late as we're wrapping up. If you watched this far, you are my hero. Signing off.
See you later.